Hello. Chill, Finn. I don't even know if you can hear that. Um, Hi. Where's my brain at? There it is. So, today was nice and chill, which I definitely needed after the whirlwind day that was yesterday. Um, Woke up noonish. No, I woke up around 11. Or did I? I don't remember, and I don't care. I awoke at a certain point in time. And I just most of the day chilled playing more Breath of Fire 4. Still enjoying it. Um, Still plugging away. Um, Mopped the kitchen today. Coco's still doing better. Um, it's hard to tell the rest of her face just because of how thick her hair is on it, but her eye is definitely looking better as far as the swelling goes. And again, she's still eating just fine. Still drinks water just fine, and does not seem to be in any pain or even any discomfort. Matter of fact, the only time she seems uncomfortable is when, like, the family kind of convenes around her to see how she's doing, and just like, I'm about to get a bath or something, aren't I? Y'all, this never ends well. Poor thing. Um, I feel like there was something specific I wanted to talk about, but that's just gone now. um, no. Nah, it's just gone. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much just been my day. I just chilled. I took a second to mop once and just kind of recuperated from being all over the place yesterday. My arm's still kind of sore. Um, Mom and Dad are getting their vaccine tomorrow. Not sure which one they're getting yet, so I don't know if they'll be done or if it'll just be their first dose. My second one's not for nearly a month. I know what I wanted to talk. Ow! I know what I wanted. That was mostly my ring, but still, I got a knuckle or two. Jeez. I know what I wanted to talk about now. Woke up to some. I can't remember if it was last night that I found them or this morning, but there have been some very nice and extensive changes to my favorite mobile game, Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera. Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Mouthful. They've updated auto battle to include other skills instead of just using the basic attacks. Um, it'll now go through basically it'll rotate through your other skills when they're available, and as long as they actually have an attack in it and aren't just a support skill. Um, so that's nice. They're doing this nice big campaign. Every now and then they have, like, from the beginning they've been kind of doing, or like after at about the 3 month mark or whatever, they started doing these, they call them start dash campaigns, which just have weapons, um, which just generally feature all the weapons available for Squall, Cloud, and Lightning. It's always those three. I don't know why. I'm not complaining, but I don't know why. They revived it when EXs came out. Once all 3 of their EXs were available, they revived it. And they revived it again now as part of their 3rd anniversary. That's it. Another game I'm playing just hit its 1st, and it's confusing keeping up with all of this. Yes, in honor of its 3rd anniversary, they just updated it with bursts, the current max powerful weapon, so now people can catch up on that. Yeah, it's just nice. They introduced the ability to immediately repeat a fight at the end of it, making the few grinding. I don't end up grinding much, just when I'm like low on a certain resource. And before, you always had to, you did the battle. You could auto the battle if you set your team up right, which wasn't really hard then because I had decent ones. But now it's especially easy, in that you can spend pretty much anyone. You can send pretty much anyone, and they'll manage just fine with Auto Plus. That's another thing to point out. They didn't just update auto. They added an extra option for people that didn't necessarily want to do skills. So, like, if they had a team that could, some of these fights have like, or like some chapter, when like a new chapter or lost thing, you go through the few like fodder fights before you actually get to a boss. Then when you get to the boss, you can swap it over to Auto Plus or whatever. But then you don't end up wasting all your skills before getting to the boss or whatever. Anyway, yeah, before you had to go completely back out of the mission, select it again, do the initial screen, choose an ally or not, and then finally launch the thing and it would auto fight. And now you can just hit retry and retry and it'll immediately relaunch it, and you can just do it to your heart's content. You have access to your support items from there, which are generally experience, treasure, or money boosts, or triple versions of that last either. No, they last 15 minutes, but they do either double or triple. You can refresh or start those up right at the end of the battle now. It's going to be so much easier to do grinding, which is great. It's like one of the few things that's been missing from this one out of all the other ones that I play. Like, specifically, Record Keepers had auto run for a little while now for the dungeons that you would ultimately need to grind. And before I started running this sleep app thing, there were nights where I'd let Record Keeper auto grind overnight. Not for materials in that case, but for like, Record Keeper has a thing where when you've maxed out character's level, they gain over levels slowly over time that you can use to boost individual like elemental strengths and resistances and all that good stuff. So I've done it overnight to just do that for fun. Just because I can. But yeah, so that's all fun. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. It's just past midnight. It's rare for me to be this sleepy at this time, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. Try and get my schedule a little more ahead of noon waking up. We'll see what happens. I'll catch you all tomorrow.